Yo, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name's Anton, and today we're gonna be doing something brand new on the channel. This is Beyonce and the song "If I Were a Boy," and this is a big shout out to Stewart on the Patreon for requesting this one. And yeah, we're gonna keep going with the 2000s hits, I guess. The last one that you did was Fergie, I believe. Big Girls Don't Cry, which was an absolute masterpiece. So we'll see. I know I've heard kind of some Beyonce in passing, and I'm usually not the biggest fan of her stuff, oddly enough. I think I didn't like Single Ladies. I think that was it. But I'll be open to this one. I might like it, I might not. I'll let you guys know. I'll be honest. And as always, if you guys have any artists you want me to check out, leave a comment down below and I'll throw them on our weekly Discord vote. And if you want to take part in those votes, third link down below in the description to join the Discord. It's also where I hang out and the entire Archvision community if you want to come say hi and hang out with us. Also, if you want to DM me, that's probably the best place to do so. Also, links down below to my podcast and to official merch if you're interested in that. So let's get into Beyonce, If I Were a Boy.
Intimacy.
Honesty.
Commitment.
What are we doing here?
You. Me. Us.
If I were a boy, even just for a day, I'd roll out of bed in the morning and throw on what I wanted and go. Drink beer with the guys and chase after girls.
Really good production on the instrumental here. It really pops.
I kick it with who I wanted, and I never get confronted for it, 'cause they stick up for me. If I were a boy, I think I could understand.
Okay, yeah, she has a really good voice.
How it feels to love a girl. I swear I'd be a better man. I listen to her, 'cause I know how it hurts when you lose the one you wanted, 'cause he's taking you for granted, and everything you had got destroyed. If I were a boy,
The song has really good dynamics.
I would turn off my phone, tell everyone it's broken, so they think that I was sleeping alone. I put myself first and make the rules as I go, 'cause I know that she'd be faithful, waiting for me to come home. Come home. If I were a boy, I think I could understand. Oh, how it feels to love a girl. I swear I'd be a better man. I listen to her, 'cause I know how it hurts when you lose the one you wanted, 'cause he's taking you for granted, and everything you had got destroyed. It's a little too late for you to come back. Say it's just a mistake. Think I forgive you like that. If you thought I would wait for you, you thought wrong.
You know, when you act like that, I don't think you realize how it makes me look or feel.
Act like what? Why are you so jealous? It's not like I'm sleeping with a guy.
What?
What?
I said, yo, why are you so jealous? They ain't like I'm sleeping with the girl.
Oh shit.
You're just a boy.
Oh shit, that landed. Wow.
You don't understand. And you don't understand. Oh, it feels to love a girl someday. You wish you were a better man.
Oh shit. Yeah, holy fuck.
You don't listen to her. You don't care how it hurts until you lose the one you wanted, 'cause you're taking her for granted and everything you have got destroyed. But you're just a boy.
Damn, Stewart, you always bring the freaking emotional ones, man. Like, I was like, when this song started, I was like, yeah, she's good. Cause yeah, I haven't heard very much Beyonce, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of that Single Ladies song. It annoys me musically. And then when this was coming on, I think I had a bit of like negative expectations, and I was like, okay, she has a good voice. And it started to win me over. The production was fantastic. And then the story, man. And then the story, like, I was getting really roped in. And then I was like, one thing that went through my head is I was like, I like the way they portray the sensitivity of men. Because I feel like, a lot of the time, it's always like, oh yeah, the man always cheats. And I don't know what the statistics are. I'm guessing that's true. I just don't know by how much. And I know it does happen to men too. Men get cheated on. One of my best friends in college got cheated on, just destroyed him. Like, it literally changed him as a human being. He ended up becoming an asshole. Because he was actually like an incredibly romantic, sensitive person. Like, he was he was like an incredible boyfriend. And then, he got cheated on. And yeah, I just watched him just go downhill, like just completely lose touch with himself. And so it definitely screws the guys too. And I kind of liked how this was portraying that. I really kind of liked that. I really related to that guy, especially kind of watching, because I've actually been in a remarkably similar situation. I had one partner who, she was almost like too gorgeous for her own good. Literally every guy would hit on her. And it was excruciating, especially when I was younger. I didn't know who I was. I didn't trust myself. I didn't love myself yet. And because of that, really, the whole time when we were together, I was thinking, why is she with me? Like, she could literally get any dude she wanted to. She was like, just drop. She was stunning. And sometimes like guys would just like hit on her, like, yeah, right in front of me if they didn't know we were together. And sometimes if they did know we were together, they'd still kind of hit on her. And she kind of like, she liked the attention. So she kind of wouldn't full on go with it, but she kind of would a bit. And it really drove me insane. And I got very jealous. I got very envious. I started telling dudes to fuck off. I literally was just like, yeah, it was crazy. I was like, I'm not that kind of person. I usually, for the most part, I'm not that confrontational of a person. Like, not aggressively. I'll deal with things in a very kind of non-emotional way. I'll just kind of talk things out. But that was like, that was bad. And so when he was watching her kind of flirt with that dude, I really felt his pain. Because I've been there before, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks. You know what I mean? Especially when you don't love yourself fully, when you're wondering in the back of your mind and your heart, like, yeah, I don't fully trust this in some sense, Yeah, it was just a bad relationship. But then when it was the twist, I was like, yo, like it took me a bit. It took me like probably 5 or 10 seconds to fully realize, like, because you probably watched, like, as it happened, I went, oh shit. And then like 10 seconds later, I went, oh shit, that just landed, because I started to play back all of the memories of the video in my head and everything started piecing together. I was like, that's brilliant. That's such a good twist. And I kind of could see it. I should have seen it coming, because it did kind of, like, you know, if you listen to lyrics, if I was a boy, it started going through all these things of if I was a boy. So I kind of, at the beginning, I knew that this was a role reversal, but I got lulled into it. It was done so well that I was like, okay, my conscious mind's turned off. My subconscious is just accepting this as reality. And then when it went back and flips back over, it hit me like really hard. And then I was just like, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, obviously, it goes without saying, not all guys are like this, you know. That's obvious. But, you know, a lot of guys are, you know, there is a truth to that. A lot of guys are like that, because I'm a guy. You know, I've always been more on the romantic sensitive side. I've always been quite relatively in touch with my emotions, not always. I've got more as I got older, but yeah, definitely, like, you know, when I was, especially in university, in high school, I was very, very sensitive. I've always been very sensitive, but in university, I decided to like recreate myself in some way. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be like the most popular guy in university. And I did. I ended up becoming kind of like, I sacrificed, I think, a lot of my sensitivity and maybe my more nerdy nature to fit in. And then I just, yeah, it was a fun time, but I started hanging out with people I would have never normally hung out with. I started hanging out with a lot of, you know, yeah, jocks and soccer players, football players, you know, just dudes, you know what I mean? And yeah, some of them were like pieces of shit, 100%. Some of them were great. Some of them that you would actually not know, like, especially if you're a woman watching this, and you might see some football player, some jock who seems to be cocky. There's some people I got to know that came across really cocky, that when I actually got to know them, they were just incredibly beautiful, sensitive people. And that they were also stuck in a facade. They were also stuck in a game that I was kind of actively doing. They kind of fell into it early in life because they were maybe charismatic. They were a great athlete. And so people just started treating them a certain way. They started dating a certain kind of woman, and that's their life. But yeah, it's not it's not, I can't say like, oh, all guys are like this, all women are like this. But there's truth to a lot of guys are douchebags. A lot of guys do cheat. A lot of guys screw around. I was friends with a lot of those guys in university. I'm thinking about them right now. Just like, again, they weren't pieces of shit. But yeah, you know, I'm thinking of one of them. He would just kind of be like, I'm just gonna hook up or whatever. But then I also knew guys that they were the hooking up type. They fell in love with somebody, and then that person, I think, cheated on them, and then they got crushed. So they were fully into the relationship. They probably weren't the best boyfriend, but I've seen people kind of change. I've seen people open up. I think what a lot of guys are, I think a lot of guys are really good, and I think a lot of guys are more sensitive and emotional than we think, but I think they get hurt too. And I think that we live in a culture that pressures men to sacrifice their emotions and their feelings. And when you sacrifice your emotions and your feelings, you sacrifice your ability to connect with people, especially women. And so these guys go numb. They stop feeling. And then in the stopping of feeling, they just end up hooking up and not wanting anything meaningful. Not to say one's bad or one's good, but I think that's what happens a lot. And then it's just a certain relationship that opens them up again. But that's what I've noticed. But this was actually a great song. This was a fantastic music video. So thank you for this one, Stewart. And what were all of your thoughts on this? What do you think are Beyonce's best songs? Let me know down below. And if any of you guys if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, which I would greatly appreciate, definitely leave a like, leave a comment. And if you have any song requests for me like Stewart, definitely consider joining the Patreon with everybody. First link down below, join that. Also, all of our full album reactions that we've done are there too. We've done a lot. Kelly Clarkson, Roxette, Adele. We've done a lot, you know. Feel free to give it a shot, check it out for a month or whatever. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.